We've been warned that music teaching in mainstream schools is in crisis through lack of funding, but this next story is bucking that trend. A school in Warwickshire has begun a pioneering scheme to teach young people classical music at no cost to their parents, with help from Andrew Lloyd Webber. The project offers inspiration and life-changing opportunities to state school children in deprived areas. Our special correspondent Peter Wilson has this exclusive report.
For the first time, children at this school in Bedworth have got their hands on some real musical instruments. If they sound rough and ready, it's because they've only just started. The Nicholas Chamberlain School is the first outside of London to take part in what's known as the Andrew Lloyd Webber programme.
As we all know, music is a slightly marginalised subject across the country, especially with funding in the arts. But we absolutely passionately believe that we should make sure that we teach children so that they don't learn to know their place in society. They're enabled to take their place in society, and we think this is a really important programme.
Usually students will only get an opportunity like this if they're at a private school or if their parents can afford to pay for lessons. This school is in one of the most deprived areas in the country.
When you're like sad or something like that, I used to play it, then after it makes me feel so good.
It's like amazing the outcome of having 150, 300 students playing at once and what we've learned.
I've got an opportunity that not a lot of other people have, and that's quite exciting.
The instruments have been loaned by the Warwickshire Music Service. Even the teachers are learning. Everyone is in this together.
We teach in well over 180 schools across Warwickshire every week, but yes, this is a very unique and a very special project here at Nicholas Chamberlain.
This idea started in London, where a former head teacher helped transform failing schools by teaching classical music.
In an orchestra, it's not about you, it's about everybody. If you haven't done your rehearsing, you let everybody down. If you arrive late, the orchestra can't start. So it changes the paradigm of what we're trying to teach in a way that's fun and engaging.
This is all completely new for these students. Before, they might have played the ukulele or the recorder in primary school. Now they've got their hands on the same professional instruments that an orchestra might use, and they're actually taking those instruments home. There's money available for the first year of this project, but to get to full orchestra standard will take 3 years and lots of fundraising. Peter Wilson, BBC Midlands Today, Bedworth, Warwickshire.
And with me now is Truda White, who you saw there, founder of the Music in Secondary Schools Trust. You're a former head teacher,
yes,
Islington, in London, where this all started. How does classical music change lives for young people?
It changes lives because they're engaging at a level that other things don't necessarily enable them to do. So first of all, it's hard. Children and young people like to do things that are hard.
It's challenging, isn't it?
It
really
is challenging,
yeah.
But they have to work together. They have got to practice. They're developing life skills which go way beyond the music. We never set out to make musicians. The fact that we've got some who are really talented shows that in our classrooms there are all sorts of young people who, if they were just given a chance, could really excel in this area.
And obviously money is a factor here. Funding's in place for year one, I think, at the Nicholas Chamberlain School, not necessarily onwards. This is presumably a problem.
Well, today we've reached 8,000 young people, and that has been fully funded from 3 very generous charities. What we're hoping to now do is develop partnership models so we can scale up across the country. What that means is the school helps, Music in Secondary Schools Trust helps. We are looking for corporates, we are looking for people who believe that if the young people came out with the skills they require in the workplace, they might think this is worth the investment.
And do children take much persuading, for instance, to pick up a cello? It's not exactly cool, is it?
No, it is if everybody's doing it. Once everybody's doing it, like PE, like all the other subjects, it is cool. And actually, once you're pretty good at it, it is really cool because those skills you can transfer to the guitar, to other instruments.
And just briefly, Truda, how did you get started on this whole idea?
So I was lucky enough to do a study tour. I saw a string programme in the Bronx back in 2006. I was so lucky after that. I met someone called Andrew Wolfson who agreed to fund my school. And 6 years later, it was truly amazing.
It's exploded. True to White, thank you.
You're welcome.